Okay, everybody, welcome back to Green Joe Coffee School, where I help people build mobile coffee businesses. So this project, it's like my fourth or fifth video, I can't remember. But this project is where we're building out a trolley. It has multiple carts inside the trolley so that people can have coffee carts. And there's the first video kind of details everything on it. But what I wanted to update was the walls. So we're working on walls, went through and basically what we were doing is cutting out all these areas where the windows were going. But I did want to show you down here. Here, let me turn the light on. It'll probably be a little bit better. There. All right, so check this out. So down here you can see there's kind of these like big gaps in between the sheet metal and where the subflooring begins. And so what I've gone through and done, first thing I did is I just cut up some of this. It's not chicken wire, but it's basically chicken wire. And cut it up into little metal strips. And what I did is I just kind of shoved it down there in such a way that if it wants to like it went this way. So it's kind of, the friction of it expanding is holding it in place. But then after I did that, I went through and glued it all in with this stuff. This clear grip contact adhesive. So it's waterproof, it's permanent, and it does metal to metal bonds. And so it's, for all intents and purposes, it's kind of like a JB weld essentially. But you can tell I kind of went through and just laid that down there on the contact points. And now I'm going through with this stuff. It's called Great Stuff, and filling in these gaps. It's kind of messy right now. I'll come back in with like a little bit of you can see I have a little, not the chisel, but the spatula. I'll come in and kind of chisel that away, make it flat. But this way it seals all this area up so that it's the insulation. It's not just waterproof. To me, the other thing you have to worry about is rodents. Now, obviously rodents are really hard to keep out of, but that's why I put the metal screen in there, is just to prevent mice and stuff from getting up in here, because in the winter this is a nice warm place, and a place for them to find food, and they'll get in there and chew your wires, and that's the last thing you want. So just want to do a little update on how we're kind of winterizing or rodent-proofing or whatever you want to call this area here, so that we have the insulation is kind of reinforced, so to speak. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. If you're interested in more in what I do, I have a website, greenjoecoffeeschool.com. And that's where we have things like ebooks and courses. Thanks for tuning in.